today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Ford Field. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking is so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Alvin Kamara.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Stafford, his throw incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Brought down at the
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Alvin Kamara.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 3, Steelers 0.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A 45-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even go. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Lions 3,
It's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
TJ Watt there on the tackle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
TJ Hawkinson.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the 29, Stafford on the left side. This is Stills.
Stafford.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Alvin Kamara.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there.
We have indeed. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 21-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Juju on the slant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 2-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So a decent game, all for nothing penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 on the the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, they run with Camaras. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fields in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25 yards. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back now at Ford Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Matt Prater lining up.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
A terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
On second down now, it's Connor. And a well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On first down at Stafford.
We'll drop this one down to Freeman.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Incomplete, but a penalty
flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that with a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on the play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
27 yards there, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he can't get the throw away. He's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country.